Hello there! That was my very poor impression of Mrs. Doubtfire. Good to see you. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm hanging out with you on what I think is a Wednesday. Now, I always come on here and you guys gotta be wondering how. I never know what day it is. And I'm telling you that the days of the week are phony baloney. They're made up. And the only days that really matter are the days that you have off. The days when you could just sit on the couch, plant your butt there, and watch your 4 or 5 favorite movies that you've seen a million times and could recite. You can get up and go to the bathroom, and go up and get food, and you come back. You haven't missed a beat because you've seen this movie so many times, right? For me, obviously, clearly up there, Ghostbusters, duh. Galaxy Quest, big fan of Galaxy Quest. That's a rainy day movie for me. What else have I watched a million times? The Rundown, if you know that one with The Rock, that's a movie I can watch a million times. Trek Sabu says, did you send a message yesterday about readings? Nope, that's a scammer, and there's a new one out there. But little does that person know that I got their Cash App name. Somebody was nice enough to get it for me, so I'm going to report them all the way through the fraudulent ways that they're procuring money from people. I will never, ever send a DM or a message to anybody looking for readings. The only way to get a reading from me is when I come on here and I say, hey, hit the link in the bio, go to my website, book a reading. That's it. There's no other way that I will ever come to you for a reading. I won't email you. I won't message you. I won't, nothing. I don't do that. Those people who go into your bios underneath our names, again, and it won't be Scotty the Medium. It'll be something different. I'll have a 1 or an underscore, a letter. We'll be missing an extra letter. Always make sure. Okay? Yeah. So thank you. And remember, they'll say things like, my beloved, your ancestors are reaching out to me, or I think you have a curse. Nah, baloney. Get out of here. Get out of my face and stop trying to be me. People who want to be me, you better come here and take all the responsibility because there's a lot. Good afternoon. How's everybody doing? I'm having a great day. It is, again, I think a Wednesday. Let me know in the comments. Is it Wednesday? What day is it to you? To me, it's like a Saturday afternoon, it feels like to me. What's up? Nice to see you there. I have a lot of SGC hanging out with us today. That's a lot of the subscribers. They're chilling with us. You guys are fantastic, and I love every time I turn this on and everybody shows up. Everybody's like, it's Wednesday. It's a Monday to Redbird Designs. Absolutely. Lunchtime on hump day. Yes. Excellent. I'm having coffee. I think this is my third mug. Mug. I drink a lot of coffee, clearly. It's what keeps me motivated. Wednesday, 11/11. It's 12/11 here in New Jersey, but 11/11 for you. I love it. That's beautiful. Vancouver, Canada. How are you? It's nice to see you there. Thank you. I love your cup. If I could see it, I'd love it. This is my... One side says Ouija, which is a brand name, and this is the other side. The only thing it ever says is, do you want more coffee? Yes. How much? And then it would spell out the whole pot. Hey, from Philippines, how are you? Greetings to you from New Jersey. I'm a little bit far from Asbury Park, so I can't say greetings from Asbury Park like the famous Bruce Springsteen would say. Hi there, fellow Jerseyan. So a funny story, though, the town I grew up in, if you're a New Jersey fan or a Bruce Springsteen fan, one of our subscribers here, her name is, I'll just tell you her first name is Kathy. She lives in the house of one of the bandmates of Bruce Springsteen where he grew up. So if you've ever heard of Little Stevie, he's the guitar player for the E Street Band, Bruce Springsteen. He's also an actor on The Sopranos. She lives in his house that he grew up on and was right here in Middletown. Where I live. So it's pretty fun. A little special history from around the world. Neat, right? Jersey's is one of these funny places where it's not a big state, but it's big enough. There's a lot of people here, but it's small because we kind of know each other and we do all kinds of stuff. So that's cool, right? Good morning. How are you? Yeah, fun facts. I'm full of them. Believe me, I have lots of it. How do I feel about Ouija boards? I like them. I have a couple. They don't pose any threat to me. I already talked to the dead, right? I already speak to those people on the other side. So what's the difference of me using a Ouija board? So it is spooky season, and I started doing live videos quite a while ago through Facebook using Ouija boards, and it was a good idea. People really were like, "I'm not going to use it, but I'll watch you, idiot," and I would do it, and people loved it. No, it's a good question. People are scared. I like to try to dispel some of the myths of the Ouija board. Every once in a while, I'll come live and use it. I have one here. It's right within arm's reach. I can reach over. It's just that it's in a stack of things. This is mine. I've had it for about 20 years. And in about 20 years, nothing negative has ever happened to this. Nothing negative has ever come through. I've never had a bad experience where I thought my house was haunted. Well, no, that's not true. That's a little bit of a fib. I have told the story about I was doing Facebook Lives like a couple times a week, and people loved me using the Ouija board so much. I was like, I'll do it. So I stopped because I left the house one day to go on an investigation to a private residence, and I left, and my wife calls me, and she's like, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in the car down the road. Why? What's up? You need me?" And she said, "Oh, so that's not you calling me from downstairs?" So I'm in the downstairs room, and she was upstairs, and she heard me calling out to her, and that was the first instance of what we call a mimic ghost. And then the second instant happened. My daughter, who was home from the Marines, she's upstairs on the couch right now. Um, she and I were sitting on the couch, and we were watching. Thanks for the money gun. We were watching television, and my wife is in the kitchen putting some dishes or something in the dishwasher, and we heard her start talking, and then I couldn't hear what she was saying, so I was like, "What'd you say, Shell?" And she stood up and she turned around, and she looked at me, and she's like, "I didn't say anything." And my daughter, who was sitting next to me, I was like, "You heard her talking, right?" And my daughter was like, "Yes, absolutely, somebody was talking to us." So after that, I was like, "It's time to cool it, because maybe there might be something coming through from using it too much." Too much of a good thing could be a bad thing, I suppose. And I don't need this. I just think it's entertaining. Clearly, I don't do my readings with a Ouija board. And if you do, how does that work for you? Do you think that you get reliable information come through one of these boards? I like we're in the Halloween season, so it's always fun to hear people's paranormal stories outside of the world of the people who are like investigators or me. So I really like hearing your interesting things. I'm gonna use the veil thinning to contact my mom. Yeah, that's a really great idea. Tiffany says, "Where can I buy a Ouija board?" So the easiest place, if you have Amazon, go on Amazon. They're $20 or so. You can look in your local Facebook Marketplace too. People are always selling these for like $15 to $20. If you're not afraid to meet somebody in public and pick one up. And also, if you have a Spirit of Halloween store near you, they usually have a couple in stock. And Target, believe it or not, during during Halloween time, they usually have about 10 on the shelf or so they order. Um, I know I see people like, don't buy it. It's fine. Look on the other side, and it says paranormal is my normal, and I have these little yin yang ghosts. I made that with my Cricut machine. I'm pretty spiffy like that. If Do people still say spiffy? I do. Yeah, Ouija boards are not bad. They can be if you use it improperly. But you really have to go out of your way to try to make something negative happen. So if I were to sit here in my house, in my man cave, and say, I want to speak to the darker things on the other side, and turn out the lights and set an intention to have those things come through, sure. Hell yeah, bad things are going to come through. Same thing will happen with a Ouija board. If you have that intention for negative things to come through. But if you sit with your Ouija board and you say something like, to the spirits who are out and around us, I cast a light of protection around myself, and I only want to speak to human spirits. And more specifically, I only want to speak to spirits of people who I know and love. That sets an intention for the world around you, and they listen, and they will come and talk to you. And don't listen to the baloney stuff about it being like, well, there's still the devil talking to you. No, that's Hollywood teaching you. That's strange religious teachings, things that can't be proven. So we don't worry about that. Okay. And it's interesting because we're in this season of what I call like the veil thinning, right? And I made a little video about it. And what it is for us that we have to think about is that between now and Christmas time into New Year's, this is the time when our families really start to get together. We start to get into a festive sort of mode. Summer's behind us. Going out, having fun outside, doing all those summer activities are done. Now we're coming inside. It's going to get a little bit colder for most of us. It's going to be kind of yucky outside. So we have to find ways to entertain ourselves. And we start off with preparing for Halloween. Strangers with children to come to our house that we hand candy out, and we all get a kick out of the dogs and the cats and the kitties dressing up in Halloween costumes, and it's so much fun. And then that prepares us to get into Thanksgiving, right? And this is the time really when Thanksgiving's fun because it transcends um, like religion, right? It's not about religion or spirits or anything. It's about family. But our family on the other side also want to be a part of our festivities. So oftentimes that veil stays very thin, and that goes from Thanksgiving into the next season of Christmas, which doesn't necessarily need to be a religious thing either. There are many families across the world who celebrate the Christmas spirit that are not religious. But we like the way that we feel. We come together generally as a people, and we're much happier during this time of the year most times. And sometimes it comes with the darker side of people being sad because they can't afford stuff. But for the most part, it's a happy time of year. So our loved ones on the other side are coming through to speak with us, right? So right into New Year's, and as believe it or not, I've had more paranormal experiences off the cuff around New Year's than any other time. And I think that that's because we're all celebrating a new year together, and our spirits and our loved ones want to come through and say hello. Um, so that is really something that you got to think about. And I want you to think about that as you're going through your day. Somebody said to me the other day, I see a lot of you are asking a lot of questions, and I promise you all I'm going to answer that. That's how I keep you all engaged, right? I just don't sit here and run my mouth most of the time. So somebody's asking me if I do one-on-one readings. I do. However, I'm not booking anything right at this moment because I'm so busy with everything. And the only way to book a reading with me is when I come on or make a video from this account, and this one only, and say, hey, my name's Scott, I'm a medium and a psychic, and I'm booking readings right now, which I'm not. And then I'll send you to my link, and that's the only way to book with me. No other way. Okay? So that's something that's really important for people to know, okay? Do I have nightmares about the places you visit? Not nightmares, but sometimes I have like a little bit of an intrusive dream, I guess. But nothing bad, nothing ever negative. And I've stopped looking at things as good and bad a long time ago. I just look at things as they are. So if I'm afraid, I have to wonder why I'm afraid. Is there something instilled in me that's making me afraid? And if so, what is it, and can I get over it? Because I think that a lot of things that people are afraid of, we're conditioned to be afraid of. I am not afraid of much, to be honest with you. The one thing that always gets me, and I'm still trying to get over, is I have a fear of heights. But that's pretty basic fear, because if you fall, it's not the fall that kills you, it's the sudden stop, right? So I don't want to be high up and fall and get hurt or die. That's just something. But everything else, I'm not really afraid of. There are things I don't like, of course. I don't like the textures of some things. I don't like touching worms and fish. So I'm not afraid of them. I just don't like to touch them. Hi, Texas. How are you? I have a fear of certain bugs. Yeah. Let's see. Raven says, she came to me in my dream and told me she really did come to you. Oh my God, that's amazing. So that's a really great confirmation from the other side that somebody was visiting. I love it. Thank you so much for passing that. Somebody's asking if twin flames exist. I don't know. Maybe. I don't have one. I think if I remember right, people explained to me that twin flames are people who we are very passionately attracted to, but are bad for us. But I don't know. I mean, that's there's no, for me in mediumship, there's no room for that. It doesn't make any sense to me. Do you think ringing in the ears is spirit or just tinnitus? So it could be either one, and I try to explain this to people all the time. So again, I'm a former Marine. I've been around a lot of loud explosions and gunfire, and sometimes I get bad ringing in my ear, and I don't really ever associate it too much with spirit. Now, if I'm doing a reading and the ringing starts, and I acknowledge it and it goes away, that tells me that there probably was something a little more to it. But mostly, I think it's from being exposed to loud noises. For me. So Raven says, she hugged me as I sobbed in my dream, and she was warm and healthy. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's the visitation dream. That's the way it's supposed to feel. What's up, Stacy? How are you? Illinois? Nice to see you there. One of my SGC. You're welcome. It's my pleasure. Again, I just like talking about my own background a little bit when we do these lives, because there's a lot of people who are rejoining us, but there's a lot of people who are new, and maybe they're used to the psychics who are on here, or the mediums that are on here, that seem a little bit, a little less not down to earth. So I pride myself on how relatable I try to be. And one of those things is former Marine. I'm very logical thinking. I'm a problem solver. I like to understand the way things work and why they work. Also in law enforcement, I have a very what's the word? Inquisitive nature. I like to know things. So it helps you understand that I'm not just out here like, I have a reputation that I like to uphold. And that's real important to me. So, in my background helps that. I also have a family. I have a mortgage. I have 2 kids. I have 3 kids. Um, I'm an all around kind of guy. I'm not just sitting here from my living room pulling out tarot cards, telling you that, blowing smoke up your ass. And I could do that. That would be easy, but that's disingenuine, and I don't like when I see it happening. Do you believe that people can spontaneously become mediums? Yeah, so that's what we call a spiritual awakening, and absolutely, it's not that you spontaneously became one, but that it was there inside of you and something woke up. It's almost like answering a call. So yes. Yep. Buck Manley, I am. Agreed. I am. Yes. You are so welcome, Raven. I am so happy that that could happen for you. And that's part of the beauty of doing this. I can hop on here and talk to a couple hundred people at a time, and you can really connect with somebody and see how it works. So do me a favor, everybody. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. If you like, please hit the screen a couple times, show some love, and share this along to your friends. Let them know what you're doing on Wednesday during your lunch hour. Say, hey, I'm hanging out with this guy, Scott. He's in his basement, shuffling up some cards, it sounds like, and drinking coffee out of a Ouija mug. He's a quirky kind of fella, I'll tell you. What's up, Rhode Island? How are you? How's the weather up there in Rhode Island? Thanks, Crazy. I called you Crazy, but that's not your whole name. Can you tell me if my grandpa has anything to say to me? I will let you know. Love the guest appearances on YouTube you've done. Thank you very much. Appeared on Sam and Colby, Paranormal Files, and Exploring with Josh. All fantastic YouTubers, and I really appreciate them having me on. It was great. Yes, this is an ability I was born with, and I think most are. Thanks so much. So I'm going to get into doing some opening up and letting some spirit come through. Hi, Finland. How are you? I just wanted to do a quick little introduction to myself for everybody and let you know what we're doing here. Get some likes and shares going. And you should go to Virginia City, Nevada. I should. Not Sam and Colby. Seth was just out there. And that would have been fun to go to. So I feel the tingling happening. So let's see what's going on. Good morning, Chicago. How are you? South Carolina. Nice to see you there. Spent a little time there on Paris Island. Jeep Girl Irish, thanks for moderating. Must be tired typing that over and over again. I hope you have it copied for pasting. Juneau, Alaska, what's up? Englewood, California, how are you? Upstate New York, what's up? Do you think that tragic events can cause you to develop abilities? Yeah, so that's interesting. So trauma-related awakening. So that is a very interesting question. So what happens when we experience trauma? Our fight or flight gets pushed. So if anybody doesn't know what fight or flight is, thanks for the dinosaur, Juno. For the fight or flight, that is your most basic instinct for survival. You are either going to stay and fight the problem, or you're going to run away from it. Fight or flight. But unfortunately, sometimes we get put in traumatic situations that we cannot run from, and we have to face it. So our fight or flight gets clicked off, right? But sometimes when that happens, you start to disassociate. Now, disassociation is that thing that happens when a human being is in great danger or peril or some other form of extreme that you don't want to face it. So thanks for the baseball cap and the heart. So mentally you kind of take a step back and let your body just autonomously get through this, so that you're not fully experiencing what is happening around you. But that's still traumatic. You're still experiencing it, but you've taken a step back. Now, what's interesting is with mediumship, what you're going to see here in a couple minutes is when I close my eyes. Thanks for the cowboy hat, partner. I also do the same thing. I'm going to close my eyes, take a deep breath, and step back. This is something that I learned many times in my time deployed. That was helpful. As a child, I went through some traumatic things. Helpful. And even growing up, and now sometimes it's helpful to disassociate so that you're not fully experiencing everything. And this seems to be the same space that mediumship happens. So yes, I think that trauma-based mediumship is a thing, but it still takes practice to learn it and to learn how to meditate and do it safely, so that you are not just putting yourself in a trauma-induced mediumship state all the time. I don't think that would be very healthy. So when I do it, I'm doing it easy peasy. I'm happy about it. I love it. Hi from Pensacola, Florida. Hello from New Jersey. Nice to see you there. Okay, so let's see. So for anybody who doesn't know, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. And I make funny faces sometimes when I have too much coffee. This is what I would like for you to do. Hit the like, ding, 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 tap my face, my nose, and share it, okay? And while you do that, I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take and see who's around with us, okay? I'm a little bit extra today for everybody who's watched me before. I'm in a mood. I got a really good night's sleep, and I've had a lot of coffee. So, for those people on the other side, my name is Scott, and I am a medium and a psychic. I would ask for you to step forward and bring forward anything that would be pertinent to you to help you identify yourself, your name, occupation, what you look like, perhaps your favorite food. There's a woman stepping forward. She's approximately 85 to 90 years old. She's doing two really funny things. She is tying a bandana around her face like a mask, sort of like a bandit would do, but she also has on a set of what I will call oddly shaped pearl earrings. So they look like pearls, but they're kind of in a teardrop shape. Um, let's see what she has to say. Her name is Claire, which is funny because we're using Claire senses to speak. She says that she had dementia when she passed, or Alzheimer's, one of the two. Her head is very fuzzy and spinny at the time she passes. And she said it was so kind of my family to take care of me. Ellie is a name that she's saying as well. Um, it's so kind of them to take care of me in their home before I passed. I really appreciate it. So she's speaking to somebody or to someone that is, I believe Ellie will be the name that we're looking for. And she says that her name is Claire. I don't understand the bandana reference. Maybe this is a COVID reference for me. And she has these pearl earrings on, but they're like a very interesting teardrop shape. So does anybody know who this might be? If you know, please let me know. FJH, I see your daughter is Ellie. Do you have somebody in your family that her name most likely is Claire? She's probably a grandmother. She passed away. She got this mask on that looks like a bandana. And she's wearing these earrings, and the earrings must be something important to help identify her as well. And this is a family who took care of her. Very interesting. Yeah, Claire. Hi there, friend. How are you? Your grandmother wore a bandana. Is there anything that you would understand that she would talk to me about the earrings as well? Because it sounds like it could be your grandmother. Now, I don't get too hung up on the names. Sometimes I'm a bit off. I try to hear them as clearly as possible. I'm much more clairvoyant, which means I see better than I hear, but I try to do my best. But not Claire. What's her name, may I ask? Today is Ellie's birthday, so that all of this stuff kind of is lining up for me. So FJH, um what do you think about what's her name? If it's not Claire, yes, always wear big earrings, different things. So this is probably Millie. Okay, Claire, Millie, those don't really go together. Um, but it's interesting that this word Claire is coming through. So let's just backtable that. So Ellie is your granddaughter, her granddaughter. She wore a bandana and she had funny earrings that she wore all the time. She passed. She had dementia or Alzheimer's. Um, Again, I don't put too much. I always tell people I would probably get somebody's shoe size before I got their name correct. For some reason, I haven't ever really had good luck with that. Sometimes it hits me in the head and it's easy. Um, so let's see. I am a medium, Jen. How are you? don't tell me anything. If you're writing in the comments something, don't tell me anything about your loved one, because that kind of throws it all off. Oh, your daughter passed. I'm so sorry. Your daughter Ellie passed. So she keeps saying Ellie. So let's see what they have to say, okay? So just FJH here in the comments, okay? Do me a favor. Just let FJH talk. So Ellie is your daughter who passed, and then we have this grandmother. So they must be together. Let me see if they have anything else that they might want to say, okay? I know I want to say the word abundance to you. That felt so important to tell you, and I know that may not feel right if you have so many people who have passed that were meaningful to you. For in your house, in your possession, is there a stuffed horse or a stuffed unicorn that belonged to either one of them that would have been important to talk about? And it feels kind of handmade. It doesn't feel like something that I got. Like, I keep seeing this little horse or possibly a unicorn kind of stuffed animal that feels very, very important to me that I'd be holding on to. Again, I don't know how old your daughter was when she passed, or anybody else. I just feel like I want to hold this like little stuffed animal that feels important. Okay, so if you understand that, FJH, let me know. No? Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know to pay attention for that. Just so you know that it's something that's being brought to my attention and put up in front of me. So, in your travels in the next couple days, pay attention to see if you see anything that reminds you of that. It seems to be something that's important that they're putting in front of me. Many times when people are bringing something to me from the other side, they want us to pay attention to it and to understand it. So this little stuffed unicorn, little stuffed animal is very important for you to pay attention to, okay? With that, I'm going to let you know that since they took their time to come through and say hello, that they're doing well and they're probably together in the same space, and that they probably visit you pretty often. The fact that they were able to come through so easily on their first attempt here, okay? And I hope that helps you bring a little bit of peace and comfort into your day and your life. And thank you so much for commenting and validating and hanging out with me here. I appreciate you very much. Okay? I want you to have a great day and just hold on to that, okay? Oh, and it's her birthday, so that'd be why they came through today. How about that? So everybody who's, I see your comments coming through, I'm reading them. The readings are all free. I just hang out here and I let spirit come through and I give you a description of what they look like, how they pass, something important about themselves, and then it's up to you to identify if you know who they are or not, okay? And my moderator is getting a workout, so please don't make our fingers tired. I don't keep too many moderators. I just let you know. So do me a favor, and like and share. I'm sorry, I got caught reading up your comments. Nice to see everybody there. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm hanging out with you today doing free, FREE, spirit-led readings. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes here again in a second. I'm really sad that my peppermint oil isn't up on my table. I really would like it right now. I want to answer somebody earlier. They said, what is the tingling? What does that mean? So, if you know what chakras are, it's little energy spots on top of my head. I can feel a little bit of a tingle happen when spirit's ready to get going, and that is your crown chakra, and that is where spirit information comes in. Okay? And it's associated with the color purple. Okay, so here we go. For those people on the other side, thank you so much for waiting in line. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'd like for you to come through and bring some information about yourself forward so that I might be able to identify you and have your loved one who's probably watching identify you as well. I'm getting a little bit of an older crowd today, which is interesting. Sometimes it's a mix, but there's a gentleman now who's coming through. He is approximately 75 years old. He's got a round face, Caucasian, brown eyes. He's wearing a big floppy sun hat. Interestingly enough, I don't think that he speaks much English. He is wearing a coverall like a farmer would wear, so like overalls. He has his fingers in his pockets, and I think, believe it or not, that he is he may have raised pigs for a living. I don't know where he is from. All I know is he's standing here in front of me. Uh, he feels like a very nice person. Um, and on the overalls, he has his name right here. It might be something like OMAR, maybe like Omar, or something to that effect. Armin. It's his name is right here, and he's pointing to like a name tag. It's definitely starts with an O, I think, but it makes an interesting noise, not like an English sound for an O. And he's like, good boy," he's saying to me. Does anybody know who this might be? Um, oh my God. Lefty says, "Remember, God loves you." Thank you so much. He does love me because I pray to God every single day. I know this. Thank you so much for being in here with us. So, does anybody know who this gentleman might be? Doesn't speak English. Um, Bald head, wearing a floppy hat. Believe he spent a lot of times out raising livestock. He did bring me a pig, so that's an indication. He's wearing overalls, and he often had his name on his overalls right here. And it sounds like Oma. Oh, Oma. Is that like a German word? Oma? Oma? Do we know this? Good morning. How are you? Oh, we Venge Wabbit says that's my grandpa. All right, Wavenge Wabbit. How do you claim this gentleman? I'm looking for you. Just Wavenge Wabbit, which is hilarious. I made an Elmer Fudd joke last night. I assume that that's where you got that from. Oma is grandmother. Okay, this is a man, but that's okay because he might be saying that for a reason. So, Wavenge Wabbit, I'm looking for your comment here. Everybody just hold your comments and see if we can get her to come back. Hello. What have I stumbled upon? You've stumbled upon me, your boy, Scotty the Medium, hanging out with you. And while I'm looking for Revenge Wabbits, I can't believe you keep making me say it, but I'm getting a kick out of it, as you can tell. Jeep Girl, don't worry about mutant people. It's okay. We don't want them to be upset. They're okay. They're just trying to get their 2 cents in, which I totally understand. I've been in big rooms and you just want people to hear you. Okay, so I don't see your comment coming back up there, Wavenge Wabbit, but I want to let you know that this person is doing okay. They're saying hello, and they made a big push to come in and say hello. So if you can claim him as your grandfather, excellent. If not, that's okay. It's nice to see everybody there. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. Oh my goodness. Mediums are charlatans and shameful. You are? That's fresh to say that to me. I'm a nice fella. Hello from Germany. How are you? What's funny is I started getting this gentleman that was coming through, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he's German because he's using Oma or Opa, and it's right on his shirt. He's a livestock farmer, maybe a pig farmer. I don't know if that's a thing in Germany, but it's what he's showing me. So anyway, I'm gonna let him step back, and we'll move on. Okay, what's up, everybody? We have a lot of people watching now, almost 900. Very nice. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you. Something that's really important to me is I have a little bit of bigger of an audience here. Is that I'm a Catholic. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I love them. They're the best. For me, they may not be for you, but for me. And I don't believe that I'm doing anything wrong by helping connect people with their loved ones on the other side. Bringing faith, love, and happiness is a way of Christianity. I just have a way to do it that maybe doesn't make people feel so angry about it. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. You got to be nice. Everybody be nice. Hey, Croatia, how are you doing over in that part of the world? I hope everything is going well for you. Yeah, enclosure for some. Okay, so, thanks for the big heart. I appreciate you. Oh, Bolivia. Man, I have people from all over the world coming in today. You guys are the best. And ladies, and everybody. I don't want to microaggress on you. Let's see who else we can come through, okay? So my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm doing free readings. I'm connecting you with your loved ones. If you do me a favor, give me a like and a share. If you want to support the channel a little bit more, thanks for the baseball hat. I appreciate you. Just leave a comment. And if you want to subscribe, hit the little star in the comment box and you can subscribe. I appreciate you very much. Everything is welcomed here. Okay. I have a Portuguese person talking right now. I don't speak Portuguese, but they're saying I know this because I have family that's Portuguese, and they're talking to me about the Portuguese soccer team, and they're a huge fan. Benfica, I think is how it goes. I think that's a Portuguese soccer club. Um, Let me see what this person has to say. Very international crew today too. This gentleman's name will be most likely Anthony or Tony, which I don't know if that's a very Portuguese name, but I feel like I got kicked in the butt with the Portuguese flag by this on this one. Okay. This gentleman is telling me that he had I don't know how to explain this, but it feels like cancer in the bones. And he says I was too stubborn to go to the doctor to get fixed or to get help. And I just wanted and he's very sad. He says I want to tell my family that I'm very sorry. Um and he's rooting for his soccer club this year. I don't know anything about sports, especially not soccer. So I don't know if you have a season coming up on you, but he's rooting for his team. So does that make sense for anybody? Tony or Anthony? Big Monica. Oh my gosh, says her dad. So he telling me that he had some sort of cancer in his bones. It feels like, and that he went ahead and thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you. So just to let you know, this gentleman is coming through. He says, I'm sorry for not getting taken care of like everybody wanted to, but he is happy on the other side. He's doing okay. And he is talking about how he's paying attention to the things that are around him, which is the usual when they come and talk to me. Okay, so I hope that helps you let you know that he's doing okay. All right, so that's very special. His name was Anthony. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, thanks for the money, Gun Mama. So anybody who sends a gift, just let you know. Anybody who sends a donation, all the donations are being collected, and I am actually going to be donating to them to a gentleman that I work with. His family recently moved into a home. He has two handy. I don't know if that's the right word anymore. He has two special needs children, and he needs help equipping his new house with the things that his family needs to help them live a better life. So when he's ready to make those, thanks for the cowboy hat, partner. So when the thanks for the cowboy hat, partner. So when the donations are piled up and he's ready to make those changes to his house, we're going to take all the money that you guys donated to me, which I think is about $400 right now, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. And we're going to donate it to that family and help make a little bit of a difference in their family and those kids' lives to help make their life better. Because that's what we're here for. We got to do nice things for each other, right? And those beautiful gifts that you send me, the hats and the stars and the hearts, they're getting piled up, and I'm going to donate them over to somebody who could really use them. Okay, so thank you so much, everybody, for who donates. You mean the world. It's amazing. Okay, I'm going to let the next person step forward. To those who are on the other side, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. If you have anything that you would like to share with a loved one, please step forward. This one's a little bit deeper, guys. This one's a little bit of a deeper reading. I'm being brought into a childhood room. I feel as though that there is a big Winnie the Pooh connection here. I'm seeing the yellow bear, Piglet. I'm sitting in this room and I'm sitting on top of a toy box. The toy box is underneath a window. I feel like there is some sort of theme to the room, like Thousand Acre Woods, if you're familiar with that Winnie the Pooh theme. There's a child that's approximately 3 to 4 years old pulling a balloon, telling me that there is a birthday that is being celebrated recently for them. This room looks like it's probably it's a little bit older, so this little person has been deceased for quite a while. I think this is going to be a little boy. And he is telling me that he passed, it feels like in his sleep. There's some sort of genetic component to this. I think like last week I had a little child that had a heart defect. This is something a little bit different. There is something with the pulmonary that is at play here. So if you have a little person that you know deceased, Winnie the Pooh room, approximately 3 to 4 years old, a little boy. Unfortunately, I don't hear a name coming through with this child, but he's telling me that there's a respiratory or pulmonary issue that he passed away from in his sleep, and there's like a very recent birthday that is celebrated or going to be. It's really close. Oh, thank you from Philippines. I appreciate you. Just waiting to see if anybody knows who this little fella is. The Winnie the Pooh room is a really big indication because I can see the Winnie the Pooh characters all throughout the house. Or all throughout the room. My son was 3, birthday in 14 days. So, may I ask, 33 Sybil, how old was your son when he passed? And is there any kind of Winnie the Pooh connection? Yellow teddy bear, something that's very important in that particular area. So I'm an evidentiary medium, which means that the people who come through to speak to me are going to give me very specific information to help connect them. And it's important that we connect them in a very specific kind of way. Okay. Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you everywhere. I'm looking for your comments, and I really appreciate all of you. This really means a lot. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Being able to do this is my favorite thing in the entire world, to tell you all the truth. I wish I could do it 24 hours a day. So I'm going to wait for another couple seconds, and then I got to get moving on again, okay? But just to let you know, this little fella's doing okay, and he's aware that somebody's going to be celebrating his birthday soon, okay? Hi there. UK, nice to see you there. Hi. So many people from around the world. So blessed to have you all here. Thank you so much. Hi, Marilyn. The boy, I believe, is Caucasian, yeah. Fear not, though. Everybody steps through to me. Just so everybody knows. Lots of people step through to me and talk. All kinds of creeds, races, everybody. I'm open for everyone. I love you all. Okay. Let's see who else we got, okay? Thank you, young man, for coming through. I really appreciate you. I just want to let you know that somebody here seems to have claimed you, and they're aware. They may not want to speak up again publicly, but they're aware that you were talking to them, okay? All right. So, for everybody who doesn't know, my name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm hanging out with you here on this Wednesday afternoon, which was confirmed at the beginning of the live. I'm doing free spirit-led mediumship. If you like or if you care, please do me a favor, give me a like and a share. Thanks for the heart. And if you'd like to help me out a little bit more and support the channel, please do me a favor. In the comment box, you hit the little star, and it will lead you to a little subscription. And subscriptions help out tremendously, and I appreciate them so much. Thanks to you guys. TikTok even sent me a little trophy. You see this guy up here? It says subscription star. It lights up, but it needs an outlet, and I'm not doing all that work. So thanks for that. All you guys made that possible. Also, if you care, if you're into the spooky things during this time of year, there's a couple TV shows that you can look up on demand and catch me on. They're all available on Discovery Plus streaming through Travel Channel, through your internet probably. The 3 TV shows are called Paranormal 911. You can catch me on an episode called Dark Passenger, Season 1, Episode 10, I believe it was. The second TV show you can catch me on is a show called A Haunting, Season 11, Episode 8, called Devil's Doll. And the third most recent show that you can catch me on is called Eli Roth Presents My Possessed Pet. It's just aired on Friday, so it's very fresh. Season 1, Episode 1, Discovery Plus, and Travel Channel. So you can catch me on 3 different TV shows, and hopefully, if all goes well, more in the future, okay? By the way, there is a doggy barking at me. Come here, pup. I hear you. Actually, there's 2, and they're a very odd pair, to say the least. There seems to be a Pomeranian and a larger breed dog. Maybe a German Shepherd. These dogs always come through. They're very unique. So there's a Pomeranian and a German Shepherd, and they're together. So I think that you must have owned them together, and they're both sitting here. I don't speak to animals like I speak to people. I just, I talk to doggies and all that, but they don't talk back to me. So these 2 little animals are together, and they're happy. They're just hanging out here. So I just want to let you know that if you own a Pomeranian and a German Shepherd together, that they are together and they're doing just fine. Okay? All right. Back to the people, shall we? For those on the other side, my name is Scott. I am a medium and a psychic. I am speaking to many people through this telephone, acting as a medium on both sides. If you'd like to come forward and bring me any information about yourself, anything that would be helpful to identify you and to pass a message, please do that. Now, I do have a younger woman coming through, and this is super unique, so pay attention to this. This woman, she's a young woman. I believe that part of her life, she was very into some sort of gymnastics or acrobatics. I see a lot of jumping and flying through the air, like I would see at the Summer Olympics gymnastics kind of things. Her name sounds something like Jeanette or Janae or Janet. Okay. She is sandy blonde brown hair, round face, blue eyes. I do not see how she passed, but I see her performing, and that is really important. What else do you have to say, young lady? So you may be looking for this person. She may be a missing person, but she makes me feel as though she's lost. But not lost spiritually, like physically she is lost. Does anybody understand who this could be? Oh my God, my best friend Sarah. What name did I just say? I was kind of lost in my thought there. And why would she feel lost to me, Shaw Telly? She was missing. Yes. What is her name? What name did I say, and what name did you give me? We were looking for her. I said Janet. Okay, thank you. Yeah, that one I was really lost into that one. Sarah. I don't know why. Does why do you know why she would give me this name? Do you know anybody with Janet, Janae, something in that realm? Why she would bring that name to us? Woo! She was missing. She was in cheerleading. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Chantelli, all caps. My daughter is Jax. Okay, so she's talking about her. Excellent. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I want to. How old was she, may I ask? Chantelli. And please do all caps. Um, she was a nurse, and my daughter has a heart condition. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. 20. Oh, she was 23. Yeah, she felt very young. So I want to let you know that she's aware, and she's coming through really strongly. And I want to let you know that she's doing okay on the other side. Okay, she did make me feel lost, so that was an important part of the story. And she says, "I'm sorry." So I hope that helps you understand something. But she spiritually is okay on the other side, and she's like, "I'm sorry." So I don't know why she would be sorry or bring that to your attention, but she's doing okay, and she's around you because she came through like a lightning bolt there. That was really strong. And thank you so much for stepping in and claiming her. She was really strong. I don't know how to explain that any better. She was very, very strong how she came in. But she says she's sorry, I'm doing okay, and she's doing well on the other side. She's doing fine. So thank you so much for acknowledging for her. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Wow. Okay. You're welcome. That was my pleasure. I'm going to let her step back, and I will see what else. So I saw somebody else was like, oh, maybe this kind of resonates for me as well. Um, let's see if anything else will come through because sometimes readings go a little bit for more than one people. One person. Okay, so let's see if we got anything else coming through. Hi, everybody. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic. I'm hanging out with you today doing free readings. We're connecting with a very young lady who is coming through, and it seems like some other people may have some sort of connection. So I'm just going to see who else is coming through. Oh my God, I saw you the other day. I'm from New York. Hi, little cutie for life. Nice to see you there. My name is Scott. I'm a medium and a psychic, and I'm hanging out with you. We're having a very interesting time. Okay, let's see. So that young lady who was pushing through to me with the gymnastics, is there anything else? Are you connected to anybody else out here that might be able to help us understand anything further that I should know? Unfortunately, it feels like there is not much more to that. I will tell, and this is kind of one of those cryptid things, which is again why I tell people mediums and psychics don't solve any kind of crimes or puzzles. We just don't because things sort of come to us in a cryptid kind of way sometimes. I'm looking at a seagull and seagull feet, and I specifically know it's a seagull because I see it and I see the little webbed feet. Now, what that means, I don't know, or why it would be important to anybody who might be missing. But I can tell you that where there are seagulls, there is the sea. So that might be something that is important to the person, the other person who is connecting. So if that makes sense for you, please let me know, and I will do my best to help you out. Yeah. So if you haven't yet, I see 1,000 people here. Do me a favor, give me a follow, give me a like, give me a share. Nice to see you there. We are working. We're doing free readings here. We are helping those folks on the other side come through. Somebody said, "Can you repeat that?" Sure, Brianna. So I saw this young woman, gymnastics, brown sandy hair. She felt like she was talking to me about being missing, which we connected to a young woman who did pass. But somebody else also said that they connect with those attributes as well, and asked me if there was any kind of more information that could come through. And I looked, and what I see is a seagull. And I know it's a seagull because I live at the Jersey Shore, so I know what they look like. And it has little web swimmy feet. So I know this is some sort of seabird. And it's a bit cryptic, but I know that where there are seabirds, there is the ocean. So that's something to think about, or large bodies of water. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Hi there. Nice to see you there. Las Vegas. What's up? How are you out there? Nice. What the heck does that say? That would be me. I'm from Baltic. Seagull would be to do with me. Okay. Well, that was just something that I just wanted to let you know. Okay. Hi, Filipina. How are you? Oof. So here's what's really important. I was connecting that to a different reading. I'm not looking to connect all you people to seagulls because that is a super broad, very unspecific sort of thing, and that's not how I work. I am an evidentiary medium, which means that I will not, thank you, which means that I will not talk to you about your grandma baking bread, most likely. I won't talk to you about very generic things. I speak very specifically with intention, and that's very important to how we do readings here, okay? So we are definitely not just connecting you all to seagulls. That's like shooting fish in a barrel, man. That's too easy. Okay, so let me see who else who might be coming through. Okay, so let's see who else is gonna come. Thank you for all the gifts, by the way. Thanks, Zach. I appreciate you. Okay, let's see who else is gonna come through here. Oh, I haven't had somebody like this in a while. There's somebody coming through that's talking to me about their body modifications. Um, They have quite a few very interesting tattoos. And very specifically, these body modifications are some sort of piercings or something else, maybe that it. Trigger warning, it's a little bit graphic looking, but I'm going to tell you. It looks like something that was surgically implanted into their back. Um, I don't know if this was for an actual medical reason or if this is because they enjoyed this sort of thing. As always, to each their own. But I feel like this is going to be a male, bald head, several tattoos over his body. Um, I believe that he may have been LGBTQ plus, all of those things. Yep, showing me that rainbow flag, so I'm in the right ballpark. Um, he's like love for everyone. I believe his name is Michael, or he's saying the name Michael to me. So he's a very easy name. He has very dark circles under his eyes. He's very thin. This doesn't feel drug related. There seems to be some other underlying health issue that he passed away from. And he's an artist. He's a very special kind of person. So, body modifications down the spine, like some sort of piercings or other things, tattoos throughout the body. He's very bald, like cue ball bald. Dark circles under his eyes. Michael's the name that he's giving me, and there seems to be some other kind of medical condition, maybe an autoimmune disease that's coming through. Okay, so if anybody knows who that is, please let me know. He's also an artist, somebody who built things, welded things, very eclectic, really special kind of human being. Um, and he's coming through and pushing through. Older or younger? It's hard to tell. He's probably 45 to 50 years old, although he's showing me himself as a much younger person. But I would say 45 to 50, somewhere in there. Lala's world. Okay, Lala, I'm looking. Lala, who is this person to you? Okay, I'm caught up now with my comments. Lala, who's this person to you? And how do you claim? It's your best friend? Okay. So real quick in the comments, what resonated for you on there, Lala. So this way other people can see like how specific these people are when they come through, and how you can identify with them. Um, Blowing your mind and crying. Well, first, I'm happy to make you cry. I'm sorry. It's really special when these folks are able to come through like this and give us some information that helps validate who they are. And it's really special when the person who on the other side of this can validate for us, and everybody who's watching. It's always important to remember that these are people who are really desperately trying to get through. And when I open up for spirit and cast this wide net across the world, that it lets you hear from them, and it lets them in and gives them the opportunity to speak. And that is the job of a medium, right? That's my job. So, of course, and I love doing it. So here I am doing it for free. And it makes me feel so happy to be able to do it for you. So, Lala, I just want to let you know that this gentleman says hello. There are some big hugs, and just to let you know he's doing okay. All right? So I'm going to let him take a step back, and we will talk. We'll do at least one more. But my daughter is visiting from California, so I got to get back out and hang out with her. Okay? No, I don't ever have evil spirits come through. We don't let that. Somebody just said, manage, add moderator, confirm. Yep, you're a moderator now. Thank you. Jeep Girl Irish could use a helping hand. Okay. So I'm going to do one more and we'll see who else who comes through, okay? And then I'm going to go back up and hang out with my daughter. My daughter's 22. She's in from California. And she is finally up and awake. So I'm going to get up there and hang out with her. But one more reading before we get going, okay? Thanks, everybody. One more time. If you haven't yet, please do me a favor, like and follow. And if you'd like to support the channel a little bit more, please do me a favor. Click on the comment section, hit the little star, and become a subscriber. Become an SGC. You get a little gold tag next to your name. You get special privilege to comment when the comments for SGC is turned on. And also, you get special emojis, which my SGC are always dropping here. And I go to live several times a week and turn on subscription-only comments many times. So, just to let you know, you get some nice little perks there. All right? And I have something else that's going to be happening. So if you're already a subscriber, especially if you're an auto-renew subscriber, I have some other things I've been working on that are going to come to my subscribers, like physical things, like packages, things that I'm going to send to you. So it all rolls downhill, so as they say, but in a good way this time. All right, one more reading. There's a male that's stepping forward to me. He is being a bit graphic, to be honest with you, about his passing. And not specifically his passing, because it seems to be a mystery as to why he passed. I'm going to tell you he's approximately 50 years old or so. He is, and this is what's graphic, trigger warning. He is showing me that his family ordered a full autopsy, or someone did, because it is a mystery as to why he passed away. And he was afterwards cremated. So he is showing me very vivid detail of them looking over his body, trying to understand why it is that he passed away. So if you are watching this and you have a male in your life who's approximately 50 years old, again, this is going to be a white male. He has gray and silver hair. He's he looks pretty fit. And you were unaware as to why he passed, or somebody's unaware, or if there was an investigation done as to why he passed. This gentleman's stepping forward. Now, I don't hear a name with him. He is cremated. He said that unfortunately, it feels like the autopsy was so intrusive that that they cremated him or something. There's some this is very important the way he's talking about this. He's telling me that he passed away. He was found in his home, and he was holding what feels like keys. So he's like found near the front door of the house. He's like, I don't even know why I passed away. And he seems very confused about everything. He's bringing me very much into like the last moments of his passing. Go ahead. Keep talking, sir. I'm listening to you. Can you show me your mailbox? Maybe I can get a name. Jeremy? He's telling me to say the name Jeremy. Jeremy. This is very strange. I've never seen anything like this before. I am listening. So this gentleman's giving me a J name. Sounds like Jeremy. He is approximately 50 years old. He had a very invasive autopsy. I assume they all are, but this one he's very specific about. Cremated afterwards. They found him near his front door, deceased, and he had his keys in his hands still. It's very interesting. Oh, interesting. They found his fingertips. Maybe this is why he's showing me his hands. Maybe it's not about the keys. Maybe it's about the hand. Um, no, he seems pretty fit. He's not large. He's a pretty fit guy. He might be tall though. He does look taller than I would be. So that's not very tall. I'm only 5'8 3/4". I always try to sneak in an extra inch on there. I'm not guessing at anything, pal. I'm giving you very specific information about somebody who's talking to me. And if it doesn't connect, it doesn't connect. One thing that is very important with evidentiary mediumship is that um, we don't fit, we don't try to stretch anything to make it fit. It either fits or it doesn't. Because if it doesn't fit, then it's garbage. We put it away. It doesn't mean that it's garbage. It just means that the people this person's looking to connect with are not here. And that's fine. So just keep that in mind. Evidentiary mediumship is very specific. That's why I do this the way I do. It's me, my son. Yes, waiting to reopen investigation. Friend, business partner was Jeremy. Okay, so it's for me. For me, that's how I'm going to call you. It's for me. How does the rest of this connect for you? It's for me because it's got to fit. The autopsy has to be there. The cremation. Finding him and them not being sure why he passed. Oh, I can do this over the phone. I can do this in the dark. I can do this with my children climbing on my head. Thank you. Again, I don't have anything else to prove. Again, my reputation, United States Marine, law enforcement officer. I've been around the block. I don't have to do this for anybody. I do this because I feel it's important for me to do it. And I feel like I want to help people with this tremendous gift that I have. You look very military. Yeah, sometimes. It's okay. You can say it. We're good with that. Okay. So I think I've lost track of the comments here. Um, you could do a private reading, but unfortunately, right now I'm not doing any, and only because it's October. I'm very busy with everything else. So if you want a reading, please just stay tuned and know that I will be putting out my schedule when there is one available. Okay. I'm trying to keep. It's for me. Results had no gun residue on his hands or arms, which makes me think that he's trying to stay there. Okay, interesting. All right. I just want to let you know that this gentleman is doing okay. and he's okay. All right, and that he's aware that they're trying to figure out what happened with him. And that's how I'm gonna leave it like that, because it was very intense. I can see my vein popping out of my forehead. That never happens. Um, and that's it. If you would like to watch a replay of this, probably later on tonight or tomorrow, this will be available on my YouTube channel. So if you'd like to watch the replay of this, if maybe you missed something, you would like to show somebody else the reading that you received, please go over to my YouTube channel. It's Scotty the Medium. It's on YouTube. This will be uploaded within the next 24 hours. It'll be TikTok Talk episode number 18. If you're interested, okay? I always take these lives and put them on YouTube for you to rewatch. That way, they're there for in perpetuity for you to watch forever and forever, as long as YouTube exists. Okay? Thanks, everybody. It was a real pleasure hanging out with you. Thank you to all my new subscribers, especially to my ongoing subscribers. You make this work in a way that I can't even explain to you. And someday I will be able to show you in so many better ways how much I appreciate you. Like I said, if especially like Mama Gina, who's still here, my long-running subscribers, please be on the lookout in the next couple weeks for an email from me from scottynjmedium@gmail.com, because I'll be sending some stuff out to you, and it will be me. And we will be talking about sending some things out to you guys. Some gifts for being here for so long and hanging out with me. I appreciate you very much. For all my new subscribers, also keep in mind, turn on your notifications when we're done here. And so on TikTok, when I go live, TikTok will shoot you a little text message and it says Scotty the Medium invites you to go live. And you'll know that I'm live, and subscriber chats will be on, and it'll only be us. Okay? Have a great day again, everybody. Thank you so much. And I will see you very soon. Have a happy Wednesday.